a look at Oswego High School's homecoming activities, and information on a possible government shutdown. We'll have a more in-depth look at your top stories in just a moment, but first, a quick check of your weather to get you out the door with meteorologist Jack Tieber. Jack, good morning.
Hey, good morning. It's just a beautiful morning we have out there right now. Sunny skies to start. It's starting to clear up a little bit. We can get the graphic up on the screen. All right, there we go. See this picture here? I took it as I was coming in this morning. The smokestacks, you can just barely make it out. But those, it's just beautiful seeing the sun shining up on the smokestacks as I drove in this morning. Currently outside 46, and it feels like 46. What to expect for today? You can, well, first off, we'll see the temps around the state holding in the mid-40s. But what to expect? It's just a beautiful first day of fall. We got a chilly start, and really it's going to be nice weather all week long. We'll check out your full forecast coming up in about 10 minutes. We'll send it back to the desk.
Okay, thanks, Jack. 20 properties in New York have been nominated for the state and national registers for historic places. The Kingsford Historic District in Oswego has been recommended, as well as properties in Lake George and Albany County. Recommendations approved by the State Historic Preservation Officer are listed on the New York State Register of Historic Places and then are nominated to the National Register of Historic Places. Well, it's called the silent killer. You can't see or smell carbon monoxide, but at high levels it can kill within minutes. And with the weather starting to get cooler, people will be turning on their furnaces. Oswego County is advising homeowners to be aware of the symptoms of carbon monoxide poisoning so they can catch it early. Hundreds of people die accidentally every year from carbon monoxide poisoning caused by malfunctioning or improperly used fuel-burning appliances. For a list of symptoms, visit OswegoCountyToday.com. Diabetes can be a life-changing disease, but with proper care, it can be treatable. On September 30th, community members can learn more about diabetes from Oswego health physicians. They will discuss ways to prevent getting the disease, as well as ways to manage it. The event is free and will be held from 10 a.m. to 2 at Springside at Seneca Hill. The school's colors may not be red, white, or blue, but SUNY Oswego has earned a spot on the 2014 Military-Friendly Schools list. Victory Media, an organization dedicated to assisting the military to civilian transition, said that SUNY Oswego shows a strong commitment to providing a supportive environment for military students. SUNY Oswego Veteran Service Coordinator Ben Parker said, "The fact that this recognition is handed out by veterans makes it that much more special." And an exciting time coming for the Oswego High School. The Oswego Buccaneer Boosters have planned its biggest and most exciting Buckfest yet to celebrate Homecoming 2013 and kickoff of the Buccaneers varsity home football game against Fulton High School. Buckfest is planned for this Friday, September 28th from 10:30 a.m. to 1:30 at the end of Joe Wilbur Field. It will follow the homecoming parade, which starts at 10 a.m. on West 1st Street right across from the climbing wall and ends at the football field on Buccaneer Boulevard. Immediately following Buckfest will be the homecoming game against the Fulton Red Raiders, which kicks off at 2 p.m. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have another look at your weather to get you out the door. Stay with us. No, there was nothing.
I help keep kids in school.
Good.
And that's the name of the game.
My name is LaDainian Thomason. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer. Live United.
The Oswego MBA program, helping you achieve your goals with a customized curriculum developed with flexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
We are the Tigers from Pet 885. And you are watching WTOP. Yeah.
Hi, Hi, I'm Woodsy Owl, and I'm here to tell you about a dirty word, water pollution. Kids, it's up to us to keep our lakes and streams clean and beautiful. We've been polluting the water with all kinds of junk like paper, cans, and gooey gunk. It's ugly, and it's killing our fish and ducks. Please don't throw junk in the water. Give a hoot. Don't pollute. In the city or in the woods, help keep America looking good.
Stop. What's she doing? She was a passenger. So I was T-boned on the passenger side.
We just had some wine. I wasn't even drunk. I was just buzzed.
What? You were just buzzed? Well, so you didn't tell us that. In that case, she's just fine.
Yeah. I'm fine.
Really?
No, not really.
Buzz driving. Maybe we should stop acting like it's no big deal.
Good morning and welcome back to Top in the Morning. Jack, it was a chilly morning.
Yes, it was. And you know, today's actually the first official day of fall. Yesterday it came in at 4:44 in the afternoon, but today was just so nice getting up in the morning. I had a long drive in this morning because I commuted from Syracuse, but it was really cool seeing the sun coming through the clouds. It was just such a beautiful morning out there.
But do you think it's going to warm up throughout the day, or are we still going to be looking at
it's still
pretty
going
chilly
to be kind of
weather?
chilly today. You're
Okay.
probably still going to want to carry a sweater with you or something like that. As we get through the week, though, it's going to start to warm up a little bit. Let's take a look at our current conditions outside right now. You can see on that map, we are just high and dry throughout all of the Northeast, really. It's just a beautiful morning to be out there. Just loving this weather right now. 46 currently outside the campus center, even feels like 46, and winds are calm. Now, what is causing this? Well, we got this area of high pressure that's situated over Canada right now. It's bringing in this cool and dry air, and you know what? That's going to be with us all week long as we get this nice cool and dry air. You can see off to the east, that low pressure system with all that rain that we had over the weekend, that's out of the picture, and we are just loving this weather right now. Again, the persistent high pressure that's going to be with us all the way up until probably Sunday when we might see some rain. So it's just going to be a beautiful week. We are going to be seeing some warming coming into the area, though. We'll be seeing it increasing a little bit every day throughout the week. We could be seeing the 70s by at least Friday. So your day planner, 9 o'clock today, 45 as you're getting up, partly cloudy, but those clouds are going to start to break up, 53 by around lunchtime, I'm thinking. By around 3 o'clock, if you get out of class at around 3, that's a pretty good day for you. Sunny skies, and it's just going to be a nice day, as I said. Sunny today, 58 for the official high. Tonight, though, it's going to be clear and chilly. You could even see some frost in rural areas by tomorrow morning, and I'm thinking around Oswego you'll probably see it as well. Also in higher elevations as well. 44 tonight. Your 5-day forecast, look at all those suns right there. Just beautiful. Mid-60s throughout much of the week. By Friday we hit 70. And really, the best chance for rain won't be until Sunday. So it's just going to be an awesome week.
All right, well, I'm glad to see that it's going to be warming up a little bit.
Yeah. The most of the week is probably going to be sweater weather and maybe a light jacket, especially for today.
Well, a good time to get outside and be able to do stuff before
Absolutely.
the snow comes, because it's coming.
Enjoy fall, do some apple picking,
Yeah.
apple cider.
All right, that sounds great. Thanks, Jack.
Yep, no problem.
With just 8 days left, there is still no clear path to avoid a government shutdown. As anticipated, the Republican-controlled House of Representatives on Friday passed a budget bill that would defund the Affordable Care Act, better known as Obamacare. If the Democrat-led Senate rejects it, which they are sure to do, the government will shut down on October 1st. And today, lawmakers appear as far apart as ever on reaching an agreement to fund the government past the October deadline. However, House Speaker John Boehner has said that the House and Senate are working on a plan that would keep the government running. Well, the eyes of the world will be fixed on a 6-block patch of New York City this week as dignitaries gather at the United Nations headquarters for one of the most pivotal General Assembly meetings in recent history. Leaders from 200 member states from Afghanistan to Zimbabwe will meet today for a high-stakes conference. The crisis in Syria casts a large shadow over the over the conference as the U.S. and Russia press for diplomatic disarmament deal of serious chemical weapons. However, Washington and Moscow remain deeply divided over how to make sure President Bashar Assad keeps his end of the bargain. Well, we are going to take a look at what's happening in Oswego with John Mangello. John?
Well, good morning. Hello, Megan. How are you? Hello, Oswego. So I'm going to be with you every Monday morning talking about what's going on here on campus and here in the town. So let's start with something a little close to home here. All right, so every summer the city of Oswego has a massive celebration. You know, it's called Harbor Fest, right? It's where the community gets together to celebrate another beautiful Oswego summer. Well, after this October 12th, this community might have something else beautiful to celebrate. Alexis Alfano, an Oswego native, has been selected to compete in the Miss Teen Syracuse Binghamton pageant. If she wins next month, she can win up to $30,000, wow, that's a lot of money, and a trip to Florida where she would compete for the national championship. If you want to support our fellow Oswegonian, you can become a sponsor. Any local business, organization, or individual wanting to help out Alexis can call 1-877-403-6678. Write that down, it's going to be big. And SUNY Oswego will be showing off the brand new state-of-the-art Shinneman Center for Science, Engineering, and Innovation from noon to 7 p.m. on September 30th. It's officially the first time the public can come in and see a tour of the incredible new building, as well as see some scientific experiments with the new technology that's inside. Oswego will also be showing off the newly renovated Rice Creek Field Station on the same day. So if you're interested, come on over to this gorgeous campus and see for yourself, because, you know, they're very, very impressive. Now, Meg, I don't know if you were here on campus on Saturday, but you should have been, because Walk the Moon came. It's an on the rise, like, kind of indie band, I guess, and there was a lot of fun. I had no idea who they were beforehand, but I'm glad I know them now.
Well, I wasn't able to make the concert, unfortunately, but I thought it was really cool that Oswego did get an indie band to come in. We've had a lot of R&B artists, some DJs that have come in. Last year we had Blau, but I was really excited to see an indie band come in. That's kind of a new change for us.
Well, it's big, and WNYO, the radio station here, hosts the Indie Series twice a year, once each semester, where they have bands even lower than Walk the Moon come in that are like really indie, like Oswego bands. So that's always a big thing. But I think the concerts here are very good because Lupe Fiasco, who's an A-list performer by far, came last April, which is a phenomenal concert, and Walk the Moon is going to get big. You know, on Spotify, their album is the 97th in the world, just by coincidence. So that's something. If we get the 97th best band in the world, then you know what? By golly, we're on the right path to success.
Sure, they're doing pretty good with booking these bands.
Yeah, I'll say, go SAPB. Nice.
All right.
Support your local organizations, everybody. Yeah.
All right, thank you, John. John's going to be with us again later in the program to talk about the Emmys last night.
Oh boy, what a night that was, let me tell you.
All right, John, we'll see you later.
All right, you got it.
Thanks. As the terrorist assault on a Kenyan shopping mall enters its third day, as many as 10 people may still be held hostage. The attack has so far left at least 68 people dead and 175 people injured. As Andrew Spencer reports, the security forces appear to be taking control.
As gunshots echo through this upscale mall, customers tried to stay low, looking for anything they could use for cover.
We heard machine guns, and then we started to run.
About a dozen gunmen stormed the shopping mall in Nairobi at about noon on Saturday, and the sporadic gunfire continued throughout the day Sunday.
You could hear, while we were back there, them methodically kind of going from store to store, talking to people, asking questions, shooting, screams, and then it would stop for a while, and then they would go to another store.
By Monday morning, the Kenyan military said security forces had taken control of most parts of the building, but as many as 10 people were still being held hostage. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry says the Obama administration has been in touch with Kenyan authorities.
President Obama talked today to the president. I talked to the foreign minister, our ambassador. We're in close touch with everybody there.
Militants linked to al-Qaeda and based in Somalia have claimed responsibility for the attack. The group, al-Shabaab, vowed revenge after Kenyan forces moved into southern Somalia 2 years ago in response to growing cross-border violence.
It represents the seriousness and the breadth of the challenge that we face with ruthless and completely reckless terrorists.
About a year ago, Kenyan authorities said they disrupted another major attack in the final stages of planning. The apparent target, public spaces in Nairobi. I'm Andrew Spencer reporting.
Coming up after the break, John will join us again to have your Emmys wrap up, and we'll also take a look at your current traffic conditions. Stay with us. You're watching Top in the Morning.
Oh, are you going out tonight? I can't. My parents say I have to be home right after work. That's so gay. Totally gay.
Ugh, that is so Emma and Julia.
Why are you saying that's so Emma and Julia?
Well, you know, when something is dumb or stupid, you say that's so Emma and Julia.
Who says that?
Everyone.
Imagine if who you are were used as an insult. When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say? Knock it off.
The Oswego MBA program, helping you achieve your goals with a customized curriculum developed with flexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
Every night before the show, me and the guys, we like to loosen up a little bit. Blue, 42, hike! Every now and then, Dan likes to take it a little too far. But hey, the show's all about competition, so we'll take it.
Stupid Dan with stupid football and stupid running.
Hi, I'm CNN's Rob Marciano, and you're watching WTOP 10, your television station.
Attention students and faculty. Avery Rental Properties is now renting for the next school year. Avery accommodates all group sizes, small or large. Avery Rental Properties. Make our house your home. 24-hour maintenance, garbage removal, snow removal, and off-street parking. Avery Rental Properties. 315-343-5005.
Good morning and welcome back. So Jack, fall is here. It's the first full day of
is.
fall, which can be pretty exciting.
First full day of fall yesterday, 4:44 p.m. in the afternoon is when it arrived. So we can enjoy just beautiful conditions for today. Real quick though, I can't wait to listen to John's report about the Emmys last night.
I caught just bits and pieces of it, but it looked like, you know, shows that were expected to win were having a good turnout.
Best acceptance speech ever, where she's like at the beginning, I gotta go, or something like that. I'm sure he'll talk about that.
I'm sure.
Anyway, let's take a look at this picture that I took on my way into campus this morning. I commuted from Syracuse. Those smokestacks there, I took this at the Bridge Street intersection. Really cool seeing the sunshine shining up on the smokestacks. It wasn't shining at anything else, but they're tall enough to kind of get that cool glowing effect. So that was really cool seeing as I came in. Currently outside the campus center, 47, and it even feels like 47, and winds are calm. So it's going to be just a beautiful day in Oswego, and really for the entire week, because we have this area of high pressure that's situated over Canada right now. It's bringing cool and dry air down to our region, and like I said, that's going to persist throughout pretty much the entire week. You can take a look at this graphic here, that dry flow, persistent high pressure. I can't emphasize that enough. We are going to be seeing some warmer air from the south breaking in as we get later on into the week. We could even be hitting highs by 70 by the end of the week. It's definitely not going to feel like summer because now it's officially fall, but really we won't be seeing any chance for rain until probably about Sunday is what I'm thinking. So it's just going to be a beautiful week. Today, sunny skies, high 58, so it is still kind of chilly. You're probably going to want a jacket or a sweatshirt as you're headed out to class this morning. Tonight, though, is going to be clear, and it's still that chill is going to persist in the air. We could even see some frost on the ground as you head out to class tomorrow morning. 44 for the low. Your 5-day forecast, look at all those suns on there. 58 for today, 63 on Tuesday. Gradually increasing as we get to Friday. We could be hitting highs by about 70. Remember to follow us online on Twitter at WTOP10. Also, Facebook.com/WTOP10TV.
Oh, it looks like it's going to be a great weekend.
Yes, it's just going to be a beautiful weekend here in us. Week, really.
All right, thanks,
So it's
Jack.
just going to be really nice.
Thanks, Jack. Thousands of daredevils turned out to compete in the first national Red Bull Flu Tag competition Saturday. It was held simultaneously in 5 cities across the U.S. Victor Blackwell has a look at the contest that challenges competitors to take flight off a platform using homemade flying device.
We're also going to take a look at our current traffic reports. We can take this graphic up on the screen here. We can see that all the major roadways are doing just fine. There was a fuel spill this morning, 81 South at Franklin Street in Syracuse. Delays are persisting because of that between Buckley Road and Butternut Street. We also have delays 690 West as you're headed out of the city, or into the city rather, between Hiawatha Boulevard and the 81 South ramp. 481 looks pretty good this morning. Everything's going at a steady flow this morning. So we're going to send it back over to the desk. I think John's getting ready to talk about what happened at the Emmys last night. Let's take a look at that.
Yes. So as you guys have been saying all morning, the Emmys were last night. It's a big ceremony where they talk about you know, like the best TV shows and miniseries and whatever winning. So you know, there was a couple big things yesterday. But first, we're going to talk about one of my favorite shows and what some people call one of the greatest shows in the history of anything, and that's Breaking Bad. Now, a couple of the stories I'm going to talk about have to do with that, and then we'll get to the Emmys. All right, so thanks to online auction site ScreenBid.com, you can get your hands, these hands, on props from the show Breaking Bad before it wraps up on Sunday, September 29th, which is in 6 days from now. Some of the items for sale are the 1989 Jeep Wagoneer driven by Walter's wife, Skyler. It starts at a minimum bid of $1,000, so yeah, if you have it, go for it. Cheaper bids start at $10 for a DEA mug and the duffel bags Jesse and Walt use to haul their drug money around. The auction is expected to run through October 8th, which is awesome, which means I have a chance of getting money and getting some. And speaking of Breaking Bad, it won 2 Primetime Emmy Awards last night, while its penultimate episode was airing at the same time, so I guess that's cool, owning Sunday nights. Anna Gunn won the Emmy for Best Supporting Actress in a Drama Series, and the show won the Emmy for Most Outstanding Drama Series, which is shocking considering that some critics, like myself, rank it as one of the best shows in history, and that was only the first time it won. Some other winners from last night's television celebration. In somewhat of a shocker, Jeff Daniels won Best Actor in a Leading Role for a Drama Series for The Newsroom, beating out Bryan Cranston of Breaking Bad. Modern Family won Best Comedy Series, while Claire Danes won Best Female Lead for Homeland for a 2nd consecutive year. The ceremony was hosted by Neil Patrick Harris, and the ceremony was indeed legend, wait for it, Derry. All right, if you get the reference, cool. Another very popular show has officially ended, with Showtime series Dexter airing its final episode last night. The show has gained a cult following over its 8-year run. However, critics were mixed on this last season. Some people say that it was a solid end, while others say it was awful. Very well-respected media site the AV Club rated the episode as an F, which is the lowest possible rating for something according to their rating method. Regardless, Dexter fans have been on a great ride. And finally, Grand Theft Auto 5 came out last Tuesday, and it broke literally every sales record in history for a type of home media. In less than 24 hours, the game made $800 million, and in 3 days, it broke the $1 billion mark. That means it has become the fastest-selling entertainment product ever, and that includes movies, music, CDs, TV, everything. Even the iPhone 5S, which sold ridiculous amounts for reasons beyond my comprehension. It is also the fastest media device to reach $1 billion in sales overall, shattering the record that Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 set during its theatrical run. Potter made $1 billion in 19 days, GTA did it in 3. So for those of you who say video games are not a legitimate form of media, you might want to rethink that next time you talk. So I don't know if you've played Grand Theft Auto, but it's awesome, and I'm surprised it hasn't made $1 trillion gazillion and taken us out of the debt ceiling we're so under, because it's incredible and it made a lot of money.
I've never played Grand Theft Auto, but I'm sure my boyfriend will be very interested in going out and buying.
Well, if you want, I have it. We could just have like a little play date, like we're in preschool, and just drive around and stealing cars and, doing other stuff like that. I'm not going to tell you all the graphic things that you can do in it, but it's awesome. So
all right,
check
John,
that out.
we will. We'll set that up.
Please do. Anybody, just come find me. We'll play. All of you. Oswego.
There you go. There you have
open,
it.
So.
All right. Well, we need to take one last break, but when we come back, we'll have a final look at your forecast. But first, take a look at what celebs are celebrating their birthday today.
Yo, check out this chef, right? Right? That's so gay. That's really gay. Dude, look at those pants.
Please don't say that.
What?
Don't say that something is gay when you mean that something is dumb or stupid. It's insulting. It's like if I thought this pepper shaker was stupid and I said, man, this pepper shaker is so 16-year-old boy with a cheesy mustache. Just saying. When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say? Knock it off.
The Oswego MBA program, helping you achieve your goals with a customized curriculum developed with fflexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
Down 70 to 35, and the Cougars were getting smoked like a cheap cigar.
A survey done by the Lifestyle Center found that 58.2% of SUNY Oswego students believe that the typical student consumes alcohol daily. In actuality, it's only 0.7%.
Hey, did you want to come out to that party with us tonight? No, thanks, I'm good. What about late night? Yeah, let's go. Great.
Overcoming misconceptions. Now that's style. This message was brought to you by the Lifestyle Center. For more information, visit oswego.edu/lifestyles.
Attention students and faculty. Avery Rental Properties is now renting for the next school year. Avery accommodates all group sizes, small or large. Avery Rental Properties. Make our house your home. 24-hour maintenance, garbage removal, snow removal, and off-street parking. Avery Rental Properties. 315-343-5005.
Tukey is the Grand Marshal at this year's celebration, and in keeping with tradition, he led the crowd in the Chicken Dance. The festival runs through the weekend and features more than 24 food vendors, live music, and more than 800 barrels of beer. Well, we're about 5 months away from St. Patrick's Day, but this past weekend, people from across the Northeast region gathered for a different long-standing Irish tradition. Nearly 830 Irish step dancers competed in the 50th annual Syracuse Fesh. Fesh is another word for dance competition. This is the longest-running Fesh in North America. Organizers say the event helps the Central New York Irish dance community put them on the map. Not only is this a fun cultural event, the Fesh raises money for the Carol M. Baldwin charity. We're going to take a final look at your forecast with Jack Tieber. Jack?
All right, it's going to be a beautiful day in Oswego for your first full day of fall. If we can get that graphic up on the screen, you can see your day planner. 45 to start out. Partly cloudy, although the sun is starting to come out because I can see it pouring through the window right now. It's just great. By lunchtime, 53, clearing up, and by 3 o'clock, if you're headed home or out of class, it should be a nice 55 and sunny. Don't forget to follow us online, Twitter at WTOP10. We're also up on Facebook, and you can send us your weather pictures anytime you want, meteorology at WTOP10.com.
You know, Jack, I was really excited to tell the story about the Irish dance competition because I've actually danced in that competition.
Did you really?
For years. I did, yeah.
Wow, yeah, it's funny hearing a story about St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, I can't believe it's 5 months away.
Yep, but the feshes happen starting actually right after St. Patrick's Day.
Really?
So right after they're done doing all their shows, they start competing all summer long.
Wow, yeah, well, I imagine it must take a lot of practice to get up to that point because those Irish dancers I see at the parade every year in Syracuse are pretty amazing. So very, very talented people.
Absolutely. Well, we want to encourage all of our viewers to send us pictures that we will show on air next week that you can send them to Jack. I know you're looking for some nice weather pictures.
Yeah, you know what? Anytime you see anything happening in weather, whether it's a sunset, we got beautiful sunsets out here. Again, meteorology at WTOP10.com, and we'll be happy to share them. You can also find us up on Twitter as well at WTOP10, and we'll share them along.
That's going to be great. Well, that is going to do it for us here this morning. For the entire 10 News team, I'm Megan Roberts.
And I'm Jack Tieber.
Have a great morning, Oswego.